How's it going, guys? My name is Nate, and today we're going to be taking a look at the game Sifu.
I have spent 8 long years preparing for this.
Alright, so let's just get right into it. Sifu is one of those games that is very, very unique and is very stylistic. So it gets a lot of its influence from a lot of these karate films in the 60s and 70s. So think about like Bruce Lee, baby, and think about like John Woo. Lots of movies that are like that. And there's even a lot of nods to those types of scenes and combat throughout the game. So aside from the style, the aesthetic and the sound are something that was incredible in this game. You'll start to quickly realize at the first boss and the beginning of the second level that the way that this game transitions throughout scenes and the way that everything sort of intermingles with the music and the setting and the scene, it's just really incredible. And that's one thing. Actually, two things that this game gets right is the sound and is the setting. Both of those things are superb in this game. In my opinion, it's something a lot of these AAA game studios can definitely sort of improve on. It's just having that unique sort of quality to that, and something that definitely helps that is the setting. So aside from the sound and from the aesthetic, let's get into the real meat and potatoes of this game, which is the combat. It's great when it lands, and it's great when you get it just right and you land that perfect dodge or you get that perfect combo in. It feels very satisfying. The issue for me personally is that you have to be very, very precise and very perfect on your combos and on your parries and all of that. So it's one of those games that you are going to die a lot, and it is very unforgiving, so be ready for that. Now, speaking of dying a lot, let's get into that piece that's very unique about this game, is that when you die in this game, you basically get older, so you age a little bit every time that you die. And depending on how many times that you die in a row, so let's say you died 5 times in a row, you're going to age 5 years. So eventually you'll get to a cap. I think it's somewhere around 75. That once you hit it, it's game over. You're too old. You can't complete the rest of the game. So to give you a very rough explanation of this game, the story is very simple. You basically start as a child and you witness your father's death. And you basically go on this revenge tale of kind of going through all these different bosses that were connected to your father's death. So let's just talk about real quickly the things that I like about this game. So the things that I like about this game is that it is a very, very simple game, but it is done very, very well. It's something that's really refreshing in today's market. I feel like the market today is very saturated with a lot of these, copy and paste, regurgitated games, and something that is very unique, that isn't a sequel, that is very much executed well, is it's great. Some of the things that I don't really like about this game is how perfect and precise that you have to be with certain dodges and certain mechanics. So if you do not land your dodges to the T, or if you don't get the timing just right on certain parries, they just don't land. And so you really have to understand how the timing works with some enemies. The other gripe that I really have with this game is, looking at other people play the game and just really trying to understand bosses, is that some of the bosses can be cheese, kind of super easy, and you're always kind of waiting for the one particular string of attacks just so you can get some damage in. It would be nice to see something where maybe you learn a particular move that can be a weakness to a particular boss. So instead of you just going on the defensive all the time, waiting for that one perfect string of attacks so you can get some damage, maybe there's something like, for this boss, there's a leg sweep that you can do, and for this boss, maybe there's a particular kick that you can do that only they're weak to. So overall, even though that this game was great, I was definitely frustrated, and it definitely it felt good once you completed some levels. So overall, I give this game an 8 and 8.5 out of 10. I think that this game is really something that's unique and special, and that everybody should play it. The only issue is that it's a $40 game, it's not $60, and you only get 5 levels with a boss at each of every level. And so I just don't think that's enough to justify a 9 or a 10, just because if there's something there to bring me back to the game, to have some replayability, I would easily give it a 9, but there's just not enough there. So hey, thanks for checking out the review. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and you know, if you'd like to watch us play any of these games live, you can follow us at Twitch at Fearsome Trash on Twitch. And if you like, you know, this sweet merch that we're wearing here, we've got some Fearsome Trash merch here. Check the description. We've got mouse pads, we've got sweatshirts, we've got t-shirts that are all looking real sly. So yeah, thank you, and hopefully you have a good rest of your day, evening, night, whatever it is. So yeah.
Here's how it goes. I am a genius. I mean this. I shape this. You'll take